Hello crafters, this is Suzanne from A Creative Muse and I am here with more Spellbinders goodness, another collection. This one is called Gnome for Christmas. So this is the Gnome for Christmas collection. I'm just going to get right into it. Let's get started. As you guys know, if you've watched any of the videos on my channel, I love a good gnome. And Spellbinders sent me 2 gnome die sets to play with. Let's take a look. Here are the 2 die sets. One is called Holly Jolly Gnome. So cute, and I will put links for it below. And then the next one is Gnome Tree. This one is an individual gnome just swinging along. He's so cute. And then this one is a group of gnomes. Yes. Also included in the Gnome for Christmas collection are 2 more items that I received. And I will put a link for the entire collection. So if I didn't get everything in the collection, you can at least see what is in each collection. And in all of these videos as well, I will link every single new collection separately. So you can just click on that, look at all the goodies, choose what you want. I'm playing with what they sent me and having just a blast. I was also sent Twilight Sparkle Strip. This is a glimmer hot foil plate. It's roughly, it looks like 6 inches, 5.5 inches by almost 2. Haven't played with this one yet, so you will be seeing a sample coming from me very soon. There is an example with the gnome tree and this in the background and some shoes. Okay, I'm letting it go. I'm just still like, really? So mine have on jammies, okay? They don't have on their shoes yet. So there is this wonderful hot foil plate. What is so nice about it? All these stars and snowflakes and sparkles. So you can either think of it as snow or just an active background because it still has that same movement effect. Like, I'm going to say it again. It's the same thing like this one. The faux stitched embossing folder. The one with the great movement on it. This has also movement. I don't know what it is about the sparkles, but they all give movement to your card. So if you feel that your cards are kind of stagnant, build up the background with the movement, then put everything on top. And once you put this on top of that, it's like, hello. You know what I mean? Same thing with this. And you can see the example of this. The other item I was sent, and I'm still playing with, is the Pretty Pine background stamp. So here, I stamped it out on watercolor cardstock on the smooth side. This is Tim Holtz watercolor cardstock. I do have some watercolor markers, and I'm going to do something with this background and then maybe put some blooms on top and have some fun with it, okay? So you'll see this one coming soon. It is 3.5 inch wide by 5 3/8 of an inch tall. And it is a detailed stamp, and it is a photopolymer stamp, okay? So great background, super cute though. Alrighty crafters, moving on. And this one is a group of gnomes. Yes, it looks like, oh goodness, am I putting 5 of them together? But it does cut out well. And even though this is one solid die, because I'm going to give you a measurement in a second too, it cuts out individual pieces, okay? Here is the outline. Here is the fun and excitement for all your gnomes. Most dies, when they're like this, you would have to keep snipping to put it together. This one, all of this pops out. If you want to run this through your die cut machine, this is now the hint. Use your any adhesive sheet you have. I'm using my Sizzix adhesive sheets. You guys know I love this stuff. Even though the rate has now gone up, I guess because of COVID, the price has gone up, unfortunately. When you run your cardstock through your machine with the adhesive sheet behind it, this will come out as one big sticker. So you would do the beard, all in white, the hats. So you're running a few. Every time you run this whole piece in cardstock, and let me give you the measurement because it's not a lot of cardstock you're using either. 4.5 by... I'm going to go 3.5. I'm going to go all the way out, okay? When you run that piece, you're getting different colors, so you are getting bang for your buck. Meaning, if I do pink, I may want 1 pink hat, but I'll have 5 others left. And then you could use it for another card. Save all your bits. So I have a whole bag of bits for my Gnome goodness here. So every time you run it, like I said, you're going to get extras. Here is my card. Isn't she cute? So I have a whole set of this mint green hats, all 6. Even the noses and stuff. Some pieces you won't use, but you can use that green piece underneath here to help pop up the nose. Because see how I popped up that nose? I didn't put it on flat. So I can use cardstock underneath it and then layer it up. That's what I ended up doing to make it look more dimensional. Okay? So there is the green. Then I have this whole light baby pink set. Then I have this blue. So I was going with this colorway. And on the background, this is an embossing folder of the month. This one is called Botanical Diamond. This one released June of this year. Okay? And it is available in store only at Spellbinders because it's one of their embossing folder of the month. Also, if you are interested, they have this one that is now in stock. Faux stitch. I've been talking about this one because I have a lot of cards that are coming that's featuring this one. So I could have put the gnomes on this if I wanted, okay? For that fun burst look. This one gives you more movement, but I liked how I had this dusty rose cardstock with the floral, but it still looks winter because of the whole look of the embossing folder, the geometric look of it, I want to say. Here I'm using the silver gems. You can see I've been using up a lot of my 108 silver gems. I popped some silver here. Ornament, the string of the ornaments or the garland, that's right here. Super cute. You also have the option to do a nice wreath. I could have done a wreath here or up here, like a Christmas tree. I could have also done it down here by the sentiment. Options, folks. So you see in options, there are the arms. This little bit is important because when you do cut it out, all of this that's sticking here, you don't have to use the arms, but if you're not going to use the arms, you're going to have to trim this. Trim here, because on the edges, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 arms. It's all here. That's what this is for. Now, one tip, and I learned the hard way, because I was so excited to put my gnome together. I was putting together the gnome body first without putting in the arms. Put this arm here underneath that beard. Do that first. I had to use a little spatula, like what I would use in my electronic die cut machine, to lift it up and then tuck these arms under afterwards. Do the arms first before you adhere the whole body on, okay? Yeah, I was just too excited. And then I had it done and I'm like, what are these white spaces? And I was like, oh, it's the arms. And I love there is that shadow background because I can then pop it up. So the whole thing is popped up 4 dimension against that embossing folder. Here, Season's Greetings. That's from the new Christmas Magic Glimmer Hot Foil set. And I did this in some blue hot foil. Look at that. Christmas Magic. Love it. And right there, Season Greetings. So cute because half of this can work with tags. And then here you have some sentiments and some really fun ones. Christmas cake enclosed. What is that? It's cookie time. So this adds to the Winter Wishes Glimmer Hot Foil from the last month where you got 32 sentiments. Now that one is 27. Yeah, so you could get both sets and you are just done with all your sentiments. If you don't have a Glimmer Hot Foil machine, I could have done this way. Season's Greetings in the stamp. Christmas Memories enclosed stamp set. It's the same exact as this. These two are brother and sister. One is a stamp, one is a hot foil. Yes, I have both. Spellbinders sent me both, but I keep on going back to the hot foil. I did a whole bunch of the sentiments in hot foil, and I love it. Let me tell you what this is. And this is something I recently hauled. This swallowtail tags. That's what I used here. It's the same big one here, which is 3.5 inch. Okay, and then I use one of the metallic thread that I used to stitch with, and I tied a little bow here. Yeah, I had a hard time tying this little thing, but I think it worked out. Turned out cute, right? I like doubled it up because it's so thin, but I think it added a nice little delicate accent there. Look at that gnome. Look at that gnome goodness. And I purposely used basil cardstock here in Avalanche. See that texture? To look like beard without having to color it in. And you could cut this all out and then color that beard in if you wanted. So you could ink blend the body and then take out your markers or pencils and then color that in, color pencils and do all that type of stuff. Love, love, love. Gnome goodness. Gnome tree. And so cute with that sentiment, right? There's some stars. I could have put some stars. I didn't. This, I don't know what this is. I'm thinking, I don't know what this is. Is it shoes? It might be shoes, you know. That might be shoes for their feet. I don't have any shoes on them. I just realized, I was like, what is this? I think it's shoes, but I didn't put shoes. Okay. All right. I just realized, I thought, you know what I thought it was? Little birds. Don't laugh. Stop laughing. Because I swore they were like little birds. But now I'm like, wait a second. It just clicked to me. Could I figure what it was? Here are the noses. That's the ornaments for that garland. All right, I may move. My mind works like this with my dies. I'm very orderly with my dies because I have to remember 2 years from now when I get back to this thing, I want to be able to put it together real quick. I think I'm gonna put here, I think that's shoes. I'm gonna triple check, but I believe that might be the shoes, and then I'll write shoes. I may put another one there and then put shoes, just for my sanity. Crafters. Did it bother you that much? I wouldn't put them in a different color anyway. Even if I do the shoes, I will fix it. But I'll put this in the green, the pink, and the blue. That's funny. Oh, goodness. Hey, I entertain you guys and I entertain myself. All right, moving on. Oh, here's another version. What did I show you? Yeah, I just wanted to show you that. Here's the embossing folder by itself. Beside me, on either side, crafters, piles of stuff. Yeah, so bear with me when you see me bring in something back. So this is that embossing folder of the month. This is it by itself. Isn't that cute? Love it. So I just wanted to show you without, you know, something on top of it, what it looks like. Because sometimes with these embossing folders, I'll run a few colors and just have them ready to go. Because I'll start building just from this. I did this first, then I had this pink color, and then I went backwards. But sometimes I'll build just from here on up. My mind works that way. Too funny. Next, here is the dancing gnome. But the dancing gnome, the mechanics is right up in here, under the bow, hidden under that big bow. Isn't this fun and cute? And yes, I went for a ton of purple and I don't regret it in any kind of way. You can use any color you want. You could do all of this in blue, all of this in red, different layers of white. This could have been like glitter white bow with whites and creams and gold. You could do that too, but I love purple. Purple is my favorite color. So I went for the cuteness with purple. In the background, with a purple hot foil roll, is the plaid tidings background. I believe this is sold out a lot of places. So I put that in the background. Now here, if you are going to put florals, you're going to have to do them strategically. You would have to be in this corner, or up here, because you have to have the clearance for Mr. Gnome to do his swing. Doesn't this remind you of, what's her name? Oh my goodness. Miley Cyrus and the Wrecking Ball video. I came in like a wrecking ball. All right, guys, I'm being very goofy, but the little gnome shoes started it, okay? Just because I don't know how I didn't see that with shoes. But isn't that what she looks like, the little gnome? That even makes this even cuter, okay? If you know a teen who loved that song, or if you guys loved that song from way back when, hey, here is the gnome version of it. Sitting on the top too. That is so cute. And then the wrecking ball, that one spells out holly jolly. Super duper cute. It is a 2-layer. You can do a solid circle, which would be the background, which is what I did in white glitter, and then the sentiment on top. And I had to layer these two to cut it out to then layer it up. There is the top of the ornament. Here is the hands. This one, take your time when you're putting this one together, okay? Because it has to go in layers. Start off with the back first and then you build up. This, I use this as the back of his body. I'm not sure what this is, but I think it's the body. That is the bow. Here is the rest of the bow. The mechanics right here. This is the wrecking ball cable. Okay, I'm going to stop calling it a wrecking ball, but the ornament cable. And just make sure that you have enough clearance. If you don't want it to swing as far as mine is swinging, on the back here, you can put double-sided foam. Keep the backing on, because once you pull off that backing, it is going to stick. But then that will slow down the wrecking ball from flying left to right. It will slow it down like here. The more you put behind here is the slower it's going to move. Okay? I like my... You came in like a wrecking ball. All right, I'm stopping. I just have like weird giggles right now. Ignore me. So anyway, this is the crystal mixed gems, the bottom here. So not the opal side, but this side. And notice how when I use the iridescent, how it picks up on the purple foil. Yeah, I was going for it. And it is all grounded. This is the most serious part, is the grounding, because against the plaid, it was, of course, it would just disappear. So what breaks it is classic fluted oval. Not circles this time, oval. I have all my classic fluted. I hope a lot of you did pick this setup with the BOGO, because it's really, tell you, it's the gift that keeps on giving. And then I turned this thing into a shaker too. It just keeps on going. Use this one here as the back here. So you could get the fluted classic oval and use it here. Or if you already have it, pull it out and use it with this cute little die set. If you know somebody who would appreciate all of what I was giggling about, this would be the perfect card for those type of folks, or for young folks too. This is great for kids. Or your kid's teacher, back to school is about to start. This is on our purple 110-pound cardstock base. So cute. So it's like a lavender purple, all goodness. And then I just layered up the gnome. Notice here, shoes. I could have decorated the shoes more. I decided not to, because it was just, I didn't want to have so many pieces. I wanted you to see the gnome clearly. In the example, I think these shoes are black. I thought it would have been too jarring, and that's why I did it in silver. So it's there, you know it's his feet, but it's not pronounced. And then here is his arms. There's the hands and the beard. So right here, this arm, you have to kind of tuck it on. It's right underneath the shoe coming forward to then put that little mitt to hold the wrecking ball cable. Alrighty, crafters. Okay, I'm going to stop. I'm going to go have a drink of water. Some more videos coming for this new fabulous release. And if you're watching all my introductory videos with all my card shares, you're seeing a variety of stuff. Now we're doing gnomes. We have the express train, the dancing deer, the dancing Santa, the camper. It's all good. Until the next video, stay crafty, my friends. Bye.